My embroidery threads are in the back of my machine. I also have a thread net around it. This is really important when you're using embroidery threads, because what you want to do is keep a bit of tension on your spool, and by using the thread net, it keeps the thread on the spool as opposed to falling down. So I've gone through my first eyelet up here. I'm going to take my thread. Here is my first guide. Through here, slowly around. Now I'm going to go down the length of the machine. And the machine knows now I'm threading it because it has sensors in it. Now there's this little silver, called almost like a lip. You want to make sure, go around that. Now my previous thread was in here and I had cut it off. It is very important that when you need to change threads, you cut it where your spool comes and then you pull it out. Never pull thread back through this machine. It will damage your sensors. So I'm going to round this last needle guide, and I'm going up and through here, and then around onto the side. I have a cutter. Cut my thread. Now if you'll notice that my needle thread button is lit up. So now it's saying that it's ready to thread. So we're going to thread the machine one more time. But in this case, I actually have the service door off here so we can see that the thread is seated in the take-up lever. Okay, again, pull my thread. It's going to go through the first eyelet on here. Up around. So the minute I do that, the machine now knows it's going to be threaded because there's a sensor there. Pull it along. And when I hit the silver half moon, I go behind it, around. Now here's where we can see inside the head of the machine. You'll notice that my take-up lever is now down. I'm pulling it down. It's going to go through into the take-up lever. Now I'm going to thread it around the needle. Up through the last thread guide, and I will trim my thread. You must always trim your thread on this machine. Now my needle thread button has become lit up. Go ahead and push that. And it's threaded. So I'm working with the Bernina 830, and I'm going to show you how to properly insert the bobbin and set it up for embroidery. So we place the bobbin in until it snaps. Now, threading this for sewing and embroidery are two different things. So first I'm going to pull it over to the side like we normally do. But you'll notice that there is this silver rectangle here, and there is an opening here, which is very important. That is where our thread is going to pop in. There, it just went right into that. That's how it has to be for embroidery. So now I can bring it over and cut it. Let's make sure it doesn't come out of the pin. Insert the bobbin until it snaps. Let's pull it from the bottom. Now you can see in the mirror a silver rectangular pin. It has a slotted opening right there. We want to snap it in. So my bobbin thread is now inside that. What you want to do is you want to be careful it doesn't come back out. Now I can cut my thread. Now I can close my bobbin door.